I told you guys I was going to tell you about this racism that we see in healthcare. So I have a guy come in, Tampa Bay, born and raised. You know, he from the streets. You know what I mean? But he's not coming across aggressive. He's not coming anyway. But you know how they view us when you're from the hood. So this guy comes in and he comes in often. He just gets a shot. It helps with his foot. He has plantar fasciitis, and a lot of times he gets those flare-ups. So they give him a Toradol shot, and he's good to go. He's good to go back to work. It helps take the burden off. But then he comes in, and then we have a doctor who does not care to see him. He's in no rush to see him. He says he comes in often. You know, he'll get to him when he gets to him. He goes to the patient with an attitude as if the patient is a burden. And then with all of that nonsense going on, this guy ends up acting like the patient is a problem. He doesn't even give the patient the medication that he's asking for. If you work in healthcare, you know no one is begging for Toradol. But this doc made it seem like he was holding it like it was the key to heaven, you know? And then what was crazy to me, I told the guy, don't let him get you out of character, because the way he was talking to the patient was like real snappy. And I know dudes like him, he wanted to put hands on the doc. But you know what they'll do? Hey, you see how that guy's aggressive calls security? And they paint us black people as the you know, stereotypical aggressive types. And listen, man, we got to protect one another, because you see how that stuff happens in healthcare. So the doc doesn't give the guy the med. He discharges him and puts in another med that does not help the guy's situation. And it's just like, what did you get out of that? But the reason why I know it was disturbing and it was racist, and I don't care who's offended by that, is the fact that the guy, the very next person I go to, somebody said, hey, can you medicate somebody for me? I said, yeah, sure, I'll go there. I got some time. He put in the same medication the guy was asking for, Toradol. And typically they give you that little 30 milligrams to hush you up a little bit. He gave her 60. He gave her more than she needed, but he wanted to give it to my guy. The very next person that asked for pain meds is my patient this time. Guess what he puts in? Toradol. So my issue is, why did everybody get Toradol except the guy who was my skin color? Now listen, man, I don't care what y'all say about racism, and y'all try to deny it, but this thing exists. And it's sad, because it shouldn't be that way in healthcare. It shouldn't be that way that you feel as though you're worried about what does people think. I'm over here reversing and trying to talk, but it shouldn't be that way that you go to healthcare to get some assistance. You're struggling, and then you get mistreated by a provider. But I want you guys to know that's the result. We need more black people in healthcare, because if we don't protect our people, who will? And it was just embarrassing to me that I had to say I worked alongside somebody who would treat a dude like that. You know what I mean? Because when you had other patients that looked more like you were quick to give it. Guys, advocate for your people. Advocate for your patients. Because my patient said he was going to report it, but what if he got too busy? So I'm going to report it. I already spoke to my manager. It's going up there. I'm getting that.